and welcome to the RSBC Unseen podcast. My name's Juliet and I work here at RSBC, and today I'm joined by Nailah.
Hi, I'm Nailah. I'm 16 and I play for Bloomsbury. I play blind football for them.
Cracking. So Nailah's going to be chatting to us all about VI football today. So without further ado, let's just dive straight in. Nailah, what is blind football? How's it adapted and how do people play it?
Blind football is a sport, which is a para-sport adapted for the blind and VI community. It's played as a five-a-side game where all outfield players are blindfolded. Each team has a guide and a goalkeeper that is either sighted or partially sighted. The balls are used as an audible ball, which has sound in it, so they are able to identify where the ball is. All players without the ball can say the word voy, which identifies as you know when someone's about to come and attack you, so there's a lot of injuries.
Can you describe the ball to us? Like, when you say audible ball, like, some people will know what that means, but some people won't. So can you tell me a little bit more about that?
So it's a football, and the football has these bells, metal plates in it. So every time you kick it, you can hear it. So imagine just like you're walking and you've got like little bells in your keychains. You can hear it every step you take. So every time the ball moves, there's bells in it, and you can hear it and locate where it is. When you train, you can hear it a lot, but in a match, I will think that it's very hard to hear, so you have to focus on it a lot.
In a blind football match, do any of the spectators do they have to be really quiet?
Yeah, spectators cannot make a noise because it will be harder for the players.
That must be quite a different atmosphere.
Yeah, I've actually never gone to a blind football match. I would love to go to one, and experience how it is to be a spectator.
So tell me then, how was blind football created? What's the history behind it?
The men's, I think, started a while ago, but for example, England's women's only got developed in 2022, so it's very new. And the men's can have a partially sighted team, women's don't have a partially sighted team, and I feel like that's a bit unfair because, some people want to play partially sighted futsal, but gotta just all play blind.
Can you tell me a little bit about the difference between blind football and partially sighted football?
Blind football is played on an outside pitch and everyone's blindfolded, and there's a sound ball. Futsal for partially sighted is indoors, and I don't think they have a sound ball. I don't think I've tried partially sighted futsal before. And it's indoors and it's a bit played in futsal ruling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's quite different. They're quite different in nature.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. How did you get into playing blind football, and how long have you been doing it for?
I actually have only been playing it for just over a year now. I got into it, so I stopped playing sports for a bit, and then I wanted to get back into it, and I was trying to find a sport, and I was actually about to go into goalball. Yeah, because I didn't know about blind football. I didn't find any teams, I didn't know a lot about it. And then around July, I signed up for the RSBC Times Bloomsbury session, and I went in August, and I think that's when I fell in love with the sport. And I went to another one in September. Then in October, I started going to the weekly Monday blind football sessions at Bloomsbury. And when I say I fell in love with the sport, it was just everything to me, and I just really enjoyed it. Around November, I went to an England Para Talent Day, and that's where my whole starting of my goals to play for England came from.
Oh, that's amazing. So then how do you train and progress in blind football then?
I train every Monday with Bloomsbury, and then once a month on a Saturday, RSBC hold a session, and we do training there as well. And then every day I do a bit of ball work on my own in my room because I own my own sound ball, and you just got to learn different techniques. It's a lot about having control over the ball.
So I never really thought about it you would practice by yourself, but actually that's really cool that you can do that as well.
Yeah.
So outside of blind football training, what other kind of fitness activities do you do?
I go to the gym and I want to try and get into athletics, but I can't. There's not really a lot you could do outside of blind football because of accessibility and finding a team that isn't too far.
It is hard to find stuff. You either have to travel or you're kind of at the mercy of if people can be bothered to do accessible stuff.
Yeah.
So outside of general kind of football related skills around controlling the ball and things like that you mentioned, with your other activities, do you have to like build up your general fitness, like your tone and stuff like that? Like, is it like you want to become more athletic generally? Does that help with the football skills?
I think so. I think it also will help your mindset in feeling healthy. So then you feel good when you're playing your sport, and it helps. Like sometimes I feel like having like going to the gym and like getting your muscles like helps when you're playing the sport.
How do you think blind football and other VI sports generally challenge sighted people's perceptions of our capabilities?
I think it's a lot of a stereotype that people think we can't do stuff that we can do. And I think there's no like awareness or no sharing anywhere that there's accessible sports for us as a community of blind people. It's very hard to find resources, media. Like there is influencers who share their experience in blind sports, but sometimes you just can't find them, and it takes a lot of research to find all of this. And I think it challenges people because like when they find out you're doing this, they have so many questions, and like they're very shocked that there's this type of stuff that we can do.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it kind of confounds them a little bit sometimes. Is there anything about playing blind football you think would surprise sighted people?
That we can play the sport blindfolded.
You think people will think like, oh my God, how's that even possible?
Yeah, I feel like I've said it to people and they're like, but how do you see the ball? I'm like, there's sound and like we're blindfolded.
Are there any skills you developed by playing blind football that have been useful in the rest of your life?
Yes, it's my sense of direction. I have like I'm able to understand sometimes my sense of direction now, and I feel like it did a lot come from blind football, like learning my left and right. Like just a lot of following directions have helped me a lot from blind football to use in my day-to-day life.
Oh, so like navigating around and that's like a little bit easier.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I never really, yeah. Was your sense of direction a bit like
Yeah, I don't know my left and
dodgy
right.
before? Yeah.
And now I've found tips to support me with knowing my left and right.
Oh, how did you learn? Like, what tips did you get for learning your left and right?
I think there's a lot about following my directions, and now I always have one bracelet or a hairband on my right hand, and I always have a watch on my left hand.
Oh, that's a really good shout. What do you enjoy most about playing blind football?
I think playing blind football doesn't make me feel out of the norm because I feel like everyone around me will get it, and it's a lot about my reality. It's a lot about something that I very much enjoy and am very much passionate about.
Where do you hope to take it in the future?
I want to play for England's women's blind football team, and that is like my biggest dream to do, and I want to make blind football a job I can do like through presenting. I want to present about blind football. I want to present about sports, and that is like my biggest ambition, to take my small sport that I'm doing right now into something really big. Playing for England, playing in matches is just my biggest dream.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Because, like you said, there's not a women's blind football team yet, is there?
There's a women's blind football team. There's not a women's partially sighted team.
Ah, okay. So yeah, we'll watch this space to see you on the blind football team later.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Nailah. So Nailah, you've got an Instagram, haven't you, and other socials? Do you want to plug?
Yes.
Plug.
On TikTok, my link is A Blurred Perspective, and on Instagram, it's also A Blurred Perspective. And my Instagram has just started up, so I've only just started posting on my Instagram, and my TikTok I've been posting for over a year, but I have only recently started making my content about me as a person who's blind. So yes, and I have a YouTube link which I will one day start posting on, which is also A Blurred Perspective.
Oh, very nice. We will put links to everything you've got up and running in our show notes if people want to come and follow you and check out what you're doing.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. That's all we've got for today. Nailah, we've got a part 2 coming up at some point, haven't we? Do you want to tell us about it?
Yes, so we have got a Bloomsbury coach coming on who also is England's blind men's goalkeeper, and we have also got one of the activity officers who's coming in and does the blind football sessions on Saturdays with us.
So keep an eye out for that coming your way at some point soon, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, Nailah.
Thank you.
Bye all.
Bye.